Hello, I'm Athena and welcome back to my channel. So recently, someone asked me for a background tutorial, and I am not the best at backgrounds, but I figured I'd show you guys how to draw a simple, snowy forest background. So let's get into it. Starting off, I shaped out 3 main trees. These are the ones that are going to be a little bit thicker, and it doesn't matter how many you have, I would recommend 3 to 5. Now that that's done, it's time to start doing the smaller trees. These are the ones that are further in the distance to show a good perspective and to make it seem like an actual forest and not a ton of red lines, which we will be changing the color of later. I'm doing red just so it shows up easier. Here I'm just picking out a background and recoloring the trees, and we can start adding some fog. I took a simple airbrush and made a quick floor, and then took it with a lesser opacity over the top, blurred it a bit, and then lowered the opacity yet again. Now this sets the stage for a really cool misty, foresty background. I'm also going in to add a few more trees just so it gives off a better perspective, adjusting the snow as needed. And more trees. Notice where I place them and how I push them further in the back, having the tree trunk starting towards the middle of the painting. Now I'm just going in, adding more of a white glaze over the painting and fixing the background color. I feel like this was hard for me because I'm trying to recreate my own steps when I was really just doing whatever on the old one. So trying to recreate my art process is harder than I thought it would be. But basically I added a few more trees, I recolored them, and now it's time to start the baby trees that have branches and snow on them. So just take a round brush or whatever brush you like using and make squiggly lines going out from the tree, and then add squiggly lines to those squiggly lines. I promise it's easier than it looks. You just keep adding, it's like hair, keep adding split ends. Now to really give it that storybook snowy feel, you need snow on top of the baby trees. So that's what you're just going to do. Just follow the kind of steps I took, putting it on tree branches and in little crevices, which will get you trees that look like this. Now I'm going in with a snow brush. If you don't have one, you can find one for free online, or you can make your own. And if you want a tutorial on how to make your own snow brush, that could be my next video. Let me know down below in the comments. The snow really brings it together, but now it's time to go back to those huge trees. Now I don't want to just leave them all one color with the gradients white glaze over it. So I'm just going to add some little scratchy swipes of a gray kind of red color, and then go in with a darker color and just make it look more like a tree instead of just a black block. Also notice I'm using the same scratchy brush from earlier. It could be any scratchy brush, and I'm going in and covering up the bottom of trees to make it look like snow had fallen there, because it's not just going to cut off perfectly. You can add any finishing details that you want, maybe clean up some stuff, and this is where your character would go if you chose to add a character. And we're done in just under 5 minutes. Hopefully you learned something from this, hopefully it helped you, and I'll see you next time. Bye!